my life, my #1 goal was to own a go-kart. Well, I finally got one, and now I can't wait to get in and ride it. But first, I have to wait for my dad to get here so we can go over everything about the safe operation and proper maintenance of my new go-kart.
Congratulations on the purchase of your new Murray go-kart. A go-kart that has been uniquely and carefully designed to bring you years of safe driving fun. This video is to help you better understand your new go-kart's features, controls, preparation for operation, safety issues, and maintenance items. This video should be viewed by all go-kart operators and passengers and those adults providing supervision. Reading the owner's manual is required reading. This video is only a condensed version and is not meant as a replacement for the manual.
Boy, when we first got the go-kart, we were really excited. We couldn't wait to ride it. Even though our go-kart was pre-assembled, the owner's manual said there were some things we had to do before we could take off. You'll want to be sure you have the owner's manual in hand as you go through each step. The following checks must be made with the engine off. First, make sure that the brush cage is installed and that the fasteners are securely tightened. Next, make sure that the front wheels are properly aligned. Third thing is to make sure those pedals operate freely and check the effectiveness of the brakes. You should not be able to move the go-kart with the brake pedal depressed. Now, lubricate the steering bushings and the chain with the SAE 30 engine oil. Go ahead and check the engine crankcase oil level and be sure it's filled to the full mark. Be careful not to overfill it. Next, you've got to grease the clutch and the front spindles. This is only required on certain models. Please refer to your owner's manual to see if this applies to your model. Check the tire pressure. Please refer to the recommended pressure that is indicated on the tire side wall. Check to see if the drive covers are in place. And check to see if the safety flag is installed to its full upright position. Refer to your owner's manual for complete assembly instructions if your go-kart does not come fully assembled. I've got an idea. Dad! Dad!
Oh, what is it, son?
Well, I've been reading about the different kinds of go-karts, and guess what I learned?
What?
That there's a go-kart available for your size.
There is?
Yeah, and we ordered you one.
You did?
Yeah, it's coming today. Special delivery.
It is?
As a matter of fact, it's already here. Look.
It really is. Look at this.
Okay, all right.
A go-kart my size?
Yeah.
Thanks, son. It's incredible.
Anytime.
I got to try this thing out.
Hey, whoa, Dad. Well, before you get in this, baby, I better point out a few features and benefits. After all, I read the manual, and so must you. Okay, you got your 1 1/4 inch diameter tubing. You got your extended floor pan. These seat and shoulder belts are good. They're just like the kind we have in the car. I love these mud guards. The padded headrest works. Nice cushy seat. Mine adjusts manually. You can move this one with the touch of your finger. You gotta love these padded guardrails. And finally, a safety flag to help us see you. Now here on the engine we have a quiet muffler, an on-off switch, an oil fill and dipstick, a gas tank and fuel fill cap, a primer bulb, and your trusty recoil starter handle. By the front wheels you have your special suspension, which is specified on the selected model. It has a great steering wheel. The left pedal is the brake and the right pedal is the gas. Don't forget that. And finally, you have your on-off key switch.
This special switch is for the supervising adult, which is me. It gives adults control over the go-kart. If we aren't here to supervise, then it will not run. Only when we turn the key to the on position will it work. Joey's really going to have to be nice to me. Just kidding. But this really is a great safety feature.
Dad, I forgot to tell you one thing.
Oh, what now?
We'll never get in the go-kart without performing all the safety checks. Nothing can better demonstrate the safety issues than showing you what happened when my dad's brother Eddie came over. Whenever you see my Uncle Eddie doing anything related to a go-kart, just think, what is wrong with this picture? Uncle Eddie is not wearing a helmet or proper eye protection. Always wear a helmet and proper eye protection. Uncle Eddie is not dressed right. Always wear long pants and long sleeves. Uncle Eddie has open-toed shoes. Always wear shoes or boots. No open-toed shoes or sandals. Uncle Eddie has hair outside of the brush cage. Always secure and wrap long hair so that it's contained within your helmet and do not wear loose clothing.
Remember that children should not operate or be a passenger in a go-kart without adult supervision. Do not allow children lacking in training, physical size, or maturity to operate or be a passenger in a go-kart. There should be only one person in the adult go-kart and a maximum of 2 persons in the juvenile go-kart, 1 rider and 1 passenger. Don't carry passengers other than in provided seating positions. Always keep arms, legs, hair, and clothing inside the go-kart and away from other drive components. Always use the shoulder harness and the seat belt. Always steer with 2 hands, gripping it at the 10 and 2 o'clock positions. This go-kart is intended for off-road use only. Do not operate on roads or streets or where other vehicles may be encountered. Never drive at night, only in good lighted conditions. Use only on flat open turf terrain. Do not operate on paved surfaces or where obstacles may be encountered. Do not race or perform stunts such as jumps, spin-outs, or other maneuvers which may result in loss of control. Do not make sharp turns at high speed. Never operate without the safety flag in place. Make sure go-karts keep a distance of 100 feet apart when more than one go-kart is operating within the same area. And finally, never drive if you have neck, back, shoulder problems, are pregnant, or under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Again, please read the owner's manual. It has a lot more good information you will need.
Now that we know about all the safety issues, can we start her up?
Well, let's see what the manual says.
Okay. Okay. It says that an adult should instruct each operator and passenger of the juvenile go-kart, and that each adult should carefully read over the owner's manual themselves and view the enclosed video. By the way, I've been waiting to ride my go-kart longer, so let's start with me first. How about you do the instructing?
Okay, I guess I can handle that.
All right.
It is my job. First, we need to fill the gas tank. Once we do this, it states to push the go-kart 10 to 15 feet away from where we filled the tank before starting the engine. This is completed to get the go-kart away from the area where it was fueled should any gas have spilt when fueling the tank. Now we're ready to put the key in the switch and turn it to the on position. Now turn the engine toggle switch to on. Push the primer button 3 times. Now pull the starter rope. Turn off the key switch to make sure it stops the engine. Good. Now restart the engine. And when you first start, practice driving around at slow speeds on a level turf surface until you get the hang of it. Just as a reminder, these are the things that need to be performed before each use of your go-kart. Check engine oil levels, fill fuel tank, check cage fasteners, seat belt, and drive covers. Next, check to see that the accelerator and brake linkage are free. Make sure the brake works. Make sure that the operator and passenger are aware of all the safety issues. I have read the owner's manual, and as with most adults, it's up to us to teach our kids good maintenance habits. Here now are a few tips on maintaining both the adult and the youth go-kart. Change the engine oil after the first 2 hours of operation. That's about 2 tanks full of gas. Then change about every 25 hours of use. Every 10 hours of use, be sure to grease the clutch with lithium grease. It's only required on specific models. Please refer to your owner's manual to see if your model requires this maintenance item. Remember, most clutch failures happen when the clutch isn't lubricated and it isn't covered by the warranty. Also remember to not only adjust the chain tension, but clean and oil it every 10 hours. Change the air filter when necessary. Dusty conditions require more frequent checks and changes. Keep the proper air pressure in the tires. Every 25 hours, be sure to check the front tire alignment, grease the front spindles, and oil the steering bushing. And always make sure to check the fasteners before each use. There is one final maintenance area that not many people think about, and that's the storage of your go-kart. Please refer to your owner's manual for proper storage instructions.
Well, Dad, you ready to take a ride on the go-kart?
Oh, yeah, you bet. Let's go.
You all set?
Seatbelt. Okay, switch on.
Yes, I can see now that we're going to have years of fun in our new go-kart. Having a go-kart, it just doesn't get any better than this.